What happens when the US threatens to bomb a nation? Venezuela has given the answer. In the face of US warnings that it was considering airstrikes against so-called syndicate infrastructure, Caracas did not retreat, did not compromise, and certainly did not beg. Instead, the Venezuelan Army Air Defense Command rolled out one of Russia's most formidable weapons, the BUK-M2E missile system. The message could not be clearer. If US jets or cruise missiles approach the skies over Caracas, they will not find open airspace. They will find radars locking, missiles arming, and crews ready to fire. Deployed in 3 critical zones, these batteries form a shield around the Venezuelan capital. They are not just defensive measures. They are statements of defiance, of sovereignty, and of Russia standing firmly at Venezuela's side. But how will Washington respond to such a shield? Watch this closely. Washington's playbook is predictable: accuse, threaten, and strike. For decades, the United States has used the same formula: paint a nation as a threat, justify intervention under the banner of democracy or security, and then unleash bombs and sanctions to break its sovereignty. In late September 2025, President Donald Trump openly declared that the US would launch new operations against one of Venezuela's facilities supposedly linked to syndicate activities. So, how does Caracas answer? They came with precision and determined answers. Within days, the Army Air Defense Command deployed BUK-M2E missile systems in a triangular formation around the capital. The La Guaira coastal corridor blocked hostile approaches from the Caribbean, protecting both maritime and aerial entry points. In the center, La Carlota airfield, already a symbol of Caracas's defense, was fortified with a full battery, including transporter erector launchers and radar or teller, supported by target acquisition radar and command vehicles. Meanwhile, the western mountainous approaches became a natural fortress, giving radar operators a vantage point to detect incoming aircraft long before they reached the capital. This was not only posturing. Venezuelan military exercises south of Caracas confirmed the seriousness of the preparations. Footage released on the uncensored news Telegram channel showed hundreds of security forces on high alert, conducting live air defense drills. Launchers rose, radars swept the skies, and crews rehearsed the intercept sequence step by step. Every exercise was a message. Caracas is armed, trained, and waiting. The symbolism mattered as much as the firepower. Venezuelans saw their government standing firm in the face of foreign threats, not folding under pressure. The deployment energized the narrative of sovereignty, showing the world that the Bolivarian Republic would not be treated as an easy target. And who stands behind Venezuela? It was Moscow's commitment. The deployment of the BUK-M2E came just months after Venezuela's parliament ratified the Agreement on Strategic Partnership and Cooperation with Russia, signed in May 2025. The agreement was not just ink on paper, it was a framework for long-term military, political, and economic collaboration. Russia's ambassador to Caracas, Sergei Melik-Bagdasarov, called it a new era of cooperation, one that strengthens peace and stability while resisting unilateral hegemony. For Caracas, this was more than rhetoric. The presence of Russian systems, advisors, and training pipelines transformed the Venezuelan armed forces into a credible regional deterrent. The timing could not be more symbolic. Washington threatened airstrikes, and Caracas responded not only with Venezuelan determination, but also with Russian technology. Every BUK radar sweep in Caracas's skies is a reminder that Venezuela is not isolated, that it stands within a broader coalition of states unwilling to bow to US dictates. The partnership also carries strategic weight beyond Caracas. Latin America, long treated as Washington's backyard, is now becoming a contested zone where Moscow's presence reshapes the balance. For Russia, Venezuela is not only an ally, but a frontline partner in the struggle for a multipolar world order. For Venezuela, Russia is a guarantor, proof that it will not face US threats alone. Above everything, what makes the BUK-M2E so decisive? It has no token display piece. It is a weapon system designed to complicate any adversary's air campaign, with engagement ranges of up to 45 kilometers, altitudes of 25 kilometers, and the ability to track and strike multiple targets simultaneously. It represents a serious obstacle to U.S. aircraft, drones, and cruise missiles. Its mobility allows batteries to relocate quickly, preventing easy targeting by enemy strikes. At La Carlota, one battery includes teller launchers, command posts, and acquisition radars working in synchronization, an integrated shield capable of detecting, locking, and firing within minutes. When combined with Venezuela's existing S-300VM and Pechora 2M systems, the BUK-M2E forms the middle layer of a multi-tiered air defense umbrella. This is not a symbolic deterrent. It is a practical warfighting capability. For the US, the calculus changes dramatically. An airstrike campaign against Venezuela is no longer a matter of flying over undefended skies. Every sortie risks being tracked, locked, and destroyed. Every cruise missile faces the possibility of interception. The supposed easy option of limited strikes suddenly looks like a costly gamble, and that is the essence of Venezuela's strategy: deterrence through credible force. The BUK-M2E may never need to fire a missile in anger. Its very presence is enough to force Washington to think twice, to calculate the losses before launching aggression. In that sense, the system is not only a shield, but also a sword of sovereignty. Quiet, watchful, but always ready. The deployment of Russian BUK-M2E missile systems near Caracas is more than a tactical adjustment. It is a political declaration. Venezuela has drawn a red line in the sky, backed by Russian partnership and its own determination to resist. As Washington raises the specter of airstrikes, Caracas responds with resolve, transforming its capital into a fortress defended by layers of modern air defenses. It is a lesson for the region and the world. Sovereignty is not defended by words alone, but by readiness, alliances, and the will to resist. That's today's wrap-up. Thanks for watching.